Hi, my name is Kai, and this is going to be my talking platform. The first subject I want to get across for everybody is a pretty big one among the community as of lately. I feel like a lot of people are going through this, and it's just something that a lot of people need to hear to kind of move forward. But you want your ex back? Let's talk about why and how to get over this feeling and how to detach and move forward with your life. Because this isn't love. This is addiction and fear. I think one of the biggest points that we can get across when talking about this is that you do not miss them. You miss the person that you were with them. You miss the routines, the comfort, the validation that you received from them. But we have to think, was it good validation? Were you inherently happy with this connection? Or did this end because you were unhappy? Because I know most of you were probably unhappy in this type of connection. I think we also have to get down to the science of things and the fact that when you're with somebody, that brings dopamine. So once you break up, the withdrawal, the little pulling apart, can really break down the system that you have already where you're receiving that dopamine from that person. But let's turn this back, okay? You know who you are. You're an amazing person. Unless you don't. Unless you do not have a life. Which in that case, I think that if you're missing an ex and you do not have a hobby or something you love to do, I think this is a very good time to do it. Because when you think about things coming into your life, they come into your life when you love yourself. Getting back with this person, are you a masochist? Do you like being in pain? Because clearly the biggest betrayal you could be doing to yourself is getting back with the person who gave you pain in the first place, when you could be loving yourself and being there for yourself. Because the only person who has your back when you are alone is you. What can we do with this? If you lose yourself, you lose everything. It's gone. It's not you. What, you don't know anything about yourself? You don't know what you like, what you dislike? Me personally, I've been in relationships where I've lost my complete identity. And when I got out of them, I didn't know who the hell I was. There was nothing around me that could signify, oh, do I like this? Do I like this? It took me months to repair what had been done for the years that I had been with this person. Okay? So the biggest tip of the day is to find something you like. Get a hobby. Journal. Go to the gym. Do you like drawing? Draw more. Start posting. Get out there. Get yourself out there and surround yourself by the people that love you. And if you don't have that, the internet exists for a reason. Find people on the internet. Talk to them. Get it out. We're all here for you. And we're all in the same spot. So let's utilize the internet a little bit differently than stalking your ex's page and doing things like that. Because by you stalking their page, you lose. You're done. Do you think they're stalking your page? Do you want to be like them? Okay, what if they are? Do you want to be like them? Do you want to end up in the same boat? Okay? Let them be miserable and you level up. Love yourself. Find a hobby, work on your body, work on your everything you love. Build something beautiful, because once you love yourself and once everything comes together in your life, then God will give you the blessings around you to get everything that you want. Until you stop being miserable and stop this horrible cycle of you missing this person who hurt you so bad, you're not going to go anywhere. You're just going to sit and sulk in a life that you built for yourself. We have to remember, you built this. Because what could you be doing instead? We could draw, we could write, we could go to the gym, we could talk to friends. You're acting like love isn't anywhere you go. Like this one person leaving your life is you losing all the love you have in your life. But we have to remember that love is everywhere. It exists in everybody. Just because you're not getting this type of form of love does not mean you're not going to find it again. Let's believe in ourselves, in our lives, before we come to the conclusion that we've lost love, okay? We could even do this. You could put it in a journal. Talk about all the things that you love about this person, and then I want you to sit there and look at what you wrote down and tell me that you aren't able to find another person to do the same things. the same things that they did and more for you because they care. Unlike this ex who left you in the cold, and you betraying yourself. Clearly you hate yourself, because why are you trying to go back when they did all this to you? That's what I'm saying here. This is what I'm trying to correlate to you. Do you hate yourself? Because clearly you do. If you're trying to bring back somebody who hurt you, clearly you're a masochist. Clearly you love the pain. And we have to get away from that and move forward in a way that makes the pain turn into something more beautiful. Forgetting this person. They're in the past for a reason. They hurt you for a reason. They're not meant to be in your life. You can think about the memories. You can think, oh, that made me so happy. But we're not going to sit there. Because there's people out there who can treat you 100 times better than this person did. Another thing we have to get across is you, and through this, again, as I've been saying, you need to find yourself. You need to work on yourself. You need to build yourself a life, okay? Because nobody is going to want to interact with you if you do not have a sense of self. And if they do, they're not going to like it, okay? Imagine going on a date. Okay? And imagine they ask you, oh, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? Doom scrolling on my phone. That's not a life. Of course, everybody likes to do that. But if that is your only answer towards this situation, then it needs to quit. Okay? You need to find something that you like that makes you feel good about yourself. Because doom scrolling on your phone might make you feel good in a short sense, but it's not something that's going to build something foundational for yourself. You need to uplift. So through this, I want you to learn to choose yourself and stop thinking about them, because clearly they're worthless. Are they thinking about you? If they are, who cares? You know what matters right now? Yourself, and building yourself something wonderful for you to build on. Because you sitting here in this stagnant little corner where you're missing them, it's not building anything. You're just sitting there. How are you going to get through life? Move forward. Forget. Even if it's hard to forget, start journaling. Put your feelings down on a journal. Me personally, I hate journaling. I hate having to sit there and try to figure out what kind of feelings I want to put in this journal. But in the end, I feel better when writing and understanding what is going on in my head. Then you can move forward. Start forcing yourself to do things. Reorganize your room. Do something. Don't just sit there and be upset about it. Do something about your life. And I think that's all for me right now, because I'm not quite sure if there's anything else I can add to this, but this was my first ever talk video, so I hope that this kind of came along in the right way. And I'm hoping in the future we can have a more organized system, but for now I just wanted to put a video out just to see how everything goes and things like that. So if you guys have any suggestions for what you'd like to hear me talk about next when it comes to this type of stuff or different things, let me know and I'll work on it. Bye.